The same people that say that we live in a misogynistic society, the same people that say hashtag me too, hashtag believe all women, slay queen, lean in, are the same exact people that will knock a woman to the ground and cause her to get canceled and deplatformed and fired simply because they don't like her ideas. Hello, how are you all? I'm going to be very opinionated on this one, so warning. But this video is about Gina Carano. I'm sure you've heard about her. She is an actress. She's been working for about 2 years, I believe, on a show called The Mandalorian. And full disclosure, I don't watch The Mandalorian. I know about Gina. She's been on my radar for several months now for this very reason. So the online cancel culture mob has been after her for several months now because they don't like her tweets and her ideas that she expresses online. She's called the typical virus denier, transphobic, mask denier, Trump supporter, even though she actually never said who she voted for, I think. She's never said that she is, in fact, a Trump supporter. So we're going to look at all that in a minute. But the reason we're talking about her today is because the show that she works on, The Mandalorian, it's a Lucasfilm show, which is a subsidiary of Disney, and recently she put out a tweet, and we are going to look at this tweet in just a second, but she tweeted something that put the cancel culture mob just in a they just got big mad and lost their minds, and they finally won and pressured Disney into firing her, and that's what happened. So I'll read you a bit of the story, the official statement from Lucasfilm, and then we will look at her tweets and why she was fired and why what she said was so bad. It was conducive of firing. But first, this is from Cosmic Book News, and it says, Disney has fired Gina Carano over her latest social media post in regards to comparing political oppression to the Nazi treatment in the Jews in World War II. Carano starred as Cara Dune in the Disney Plus Star Wars series The Mandalorian and was thought to be starring in the spin-off Rangers of the New Republic. Lucasfilm released a statement earlier this evening saying Gina Carano is not currently employed by Lucasfilm and there are no plans for her to be in the future. Nevertheless, her social media post denigrating people based on their cultural and religious identities are abhorrent and unacceptable. Carano's agency, UTA, also dropped the actress. Okay, so that's the information and the full statement we have from them. So let's look at these tweets in question. The first one I'm going to pull up is actually let's go back a few months and pull up her earlier ones that really made people angry. One of them says, and this is where they say she's a virus denier, so she says, open up your businesses and churches, put whatever regulations you want to because that is your right to open them up. Telling people the Rona knows the difference between a protest or praise and worship. I haven't been to a church in over a decade, but I sure would go now. This world is open, but no one is allowed to work. Working is a right to you. Okay, so she has an opinion on lockdowns. That does not mean that she's denying the existence of this virus or anything like that. There's a lot of people, and guess what? This is America. You're allowed to question things, and I don't see anything phobic or anti or denying. I just see someone that is questioning the precautions that we take, which guess what? We can do that. And I always encourage people, no matter who you are, where you come from, question everything. That used to be all of pop culture. Question mom, question dad, question good, and question bad. Marina and the Diamonds, she's a pop artist. That used to be pop culture. That used to be what we told women. Question, lean in, have a brain, have an opinion, but I guess you have to have the right opinion. I don't have the original tweet, but basically people were trying to pressure her into putting her pronouns in her bio, and she didn't want to do that, so she put beep, bop, boop in her bio, and everyone got all mad at her and called her transphobic. And so she said, Beep Bop Boop has zero to do with mocking anyone and 100% to do with exposing the bullying mentality of the mob that has taken over the voices of many genuine causes. I want people to know that you can take hate with a smile, so boop to your misunderstandings. All love, no hate. So she's just saying, look, you don't, all you want me to do is succumb to the mob and succumb to what you want me to do, and I'm not going to do that. Why do I have to put that in my bio to prove anything to you? I don't have to do that. That's silly. That's just succumbing to a mob, and if she would have done that, it would have been a completely empty and fake gesture just to appease the mob. Why would you do that? I mean, that would almost be worse than taking a stance on it. And I guarantee you, most people are not offended by that at all. It's just the lunacy of this crazy online mob that just wants to destroy anyone that thinks differently than them. And then this was another tweet in question, all right? She said, November 5th, we need to clean up the election process so we're not left feeling the way we do today. Put laws in place to protect us against voter fraud. And investigate every state, film the counting, flush out blah, 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 require ID, make voter fraud end in 2020, fix the system. Okay, she never said there was. She just said, we want to make sure we have a clean voting system. That's it. What is so controversial with that? She's not saying that anything happened. She's not saying that she's a Trump supporter. What is wrong with this? Why would you disagree with that? Who would disagree with wanting to ensure voter integrity, which is basically what she is saying? Again, they just don't like her opinion on this, so they want to cancel her. And then the almighty tweet that really did it in, the evil tweet that caused her to actually get fired, was this. She didn't even write this. She just reposted this on her Instagram story, and it says, Jews were beaten in the street, not by Nazi soldiers, but by their neighbors, even by children, because history is edited. Most people don't realize that to get to the point where these soldiers could easily round up thousands of people, the government first made their own neighbors hate them simply for being Jews. How is that any different from hating someone for their political views? That is exactly what happened. That is history. That is what happened. And it's simply asking a question. And that's what we see in our country right now. And you have political leaders basically calling half of America white supremacists and racist. Those are some of the most damning things that you can call someone. And that is exactly, you start telling this group that they are morally superior to this group, and you start calling this group names that the left is calling the right now. Or it's not even left or right. It's anyone that disagrees with anything that the leftist mob says. Even if you're a Democrat, now all of a sudden you're a racist or a Trump supporter. All of these things. It's insane. And these people are just stupid. They don't understand history. They're dum-dums. And they're aggressive and they're loud. And I guarantee you that most people do not agree with these individuals at all. And look at what they did. The same people that say that we live in a misogynistic society, the same people that say hashtag me too, hashtag believe all women, slay queen, lean in, are the same exact people that will knock a woman to the ground and cause her to get canceled and deplatformed and fired simply because they don't like her ideas. Why don't you just say what it really is? There she goes, reading them their books again. There that woman goes, reading them books, getting those ideas. Stop reading them books. You get in line. You better have the right ideas. What do you think you're doing? And look at Gina. Gina, not only is she smart, is she opinionated? Is she leaning in like we're told we're supposed to do? She is such a role model for a lot of little girls too, because she's a beautiful woman, and she's not the typical body type that you see in Hollywood. She is a beautiful, muscular woman that used to be an MMA fighter. She's intelligent, she's successful, and she speaks out against child trafficking. She has opinion, and this is a woman who you want to knock down because you don't like her ideas. It's stupid. The whole thing is stupid, and Disney has other people that work for them that have done really controversial things, and they have not been fired. And I looked through her entire Twitter, and it's all memes and little jokes and messages of love, and she likes Operation Underground, which helps child trafficking, and this is who they want to cancel. I saw the same thing just last week on The View. They had Van Jones on, and were basically coming after him for taking a picture at the White House with Candace Owens, and the whole reason he was at the White House in the first place was to help with the First Step Act, which is something that helped his community, and they were so mad at him because he took a picture of Candace Owens. Whether or not you agree with Candace Owens, she is educated, she is smart, she is opinionated, she is everything that as young women we're told that we're supposed to strive to be. The only difference is they don't like her opinion, so therefore she doesn't matter. And what was even more telling, and what's telling about these people, they don't really want change. They don't really want to change her mind. They don't want to help anyone. They want to destroy. They're taking out their own personal anger and projecting it on other people who they feel they are morally superior to. Thank you to this social justice culture that we have right now. But the truth of the matter is, this is such a small fringe group of people, but they are so loud and so aggressive, and these corporations just cave to them, and it's sad. And they end up knocking down smart, intelligent women just like Gina, who is an excellent role model for young girls. They knock down women like Candace Owens. Whether or not you agree with her, she is an excellent role model for young girls in the sense that she is a career woman, a family woman. She's opinionated, she doesn't bow down, she is strong. Again, that is everything that we are told that we are supposed to be, but that's not actually true, is it? No, you're only supposed to be that way if you agree with these people. Otherwise, you better mind your betters and be quiet and stop having an opinion. Stop reading those books, women. Stop leaning in. Unless you go with the right side. Well, good for you guys. Good for you. You canceled another one. You obviously don't understand history. You're an angry individual who just wants to cancel people. And, shame. Shame. It's just stupid. And these people are stupid. Anywho, let me know your thoughts about that. Bye.